All right.
Oh, hello. So what did we do last in this little adventure?
Yeah, it's a very good question. Okay, got a bunch of stuff ready.
Get me my giant branch. Riveting.
Well, whatever it is, it's not in here, because those are the things we're in first. Okay.
Resourceless. But I have a kangaroo. That's a resource.
It's not good when we take breaks.
No. You're like lost as hell.
What's happening? It's like, oh right, aimlessly running around. Got it.
Get back to that quickly.
That's pretty bad.
Oh, I haven't had much chance to play any video games since this being on the road and stuff. I brought my Switch with me on that trip, but I didn't get even a second to play it. I didn't even have time I didn't even have time to fully charge it.
I mean, is it you just get back to the hotel and you're wrecked? Like going to bed?
Well, I mean, it's more like while I'm out there on the road, I can't get it out of my head that like any time that I'm not working is time that I'm just spending money being out here on the road. So like, just work.
Yeah. That makes sense. Like, get the stuff you need done in that city as fast as possible, and then get out.
Yeah, and so like as soon as I get to the hotel, I'm like, okay, so I just gotta, take care of my files for work, and then get to bed as soon as I can, so I can get up and finish the work for the next day after. Because there's more work per day than I could do in a day. So like I just do as much as I possibly can all day until it's done.
Honestly, that's like a good approach.
Right?
It's probably the way you should be doing things. Makes sense.
I feel like yes, so I'm not really like trying to change that, because yeah, the faster I get done and back home, the less money I'm spending on travel costs and all that stuff.
But as long as you don't get burnt out.
No, I mean it's not very like taxing. I mean, it kind of is from all the driving and stuff, and like you get a little like bored with what you're doing, but
I feel like
whatever.
that part would be the worst for me.
Really?
Especially if you're dealing with a lot of traffic. Like,
actually, I haven't had to deal with traffic at all, really.
That's good, because like traffic driving just kills me.
Most of the places I've had to go to, I've been spread out. I mean, in the city, like in Albuquerque, there was a lot of 7-Elevens I had to hit. But I can do it at times when there's not traffic. I mean, I can start working as soon as 5 a.m.
Sounds like you're robbing these places.
Oh, God damn, I can't believe that they pay me for this.
Like, I gotta hit this 7-Eleven. What? What do you mean?
I gotta go shop there. Air quotes.
Sure.
But this next month I've got 7 house walkthroughs, and each one of those pays $150 for an hour's worth of work, less than an hour's worth. So thumbs up there.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Let me know what these houses are like.
Oh yeah, I'll totally. I can send you the video of the thing if you want.
I'm like, oh, I'll buy this place.
I'm not gonna accidentally buy a house on a fake shop. Oops. They were really good.
Can I expense this house?
Yeah, this is covered, right? I call him up, I'm just like, help me! I can't get out of this!
Like, I can't not buy this house.
Don't try to stop me!
Don't do it. Don't buy it.
No, it's not gonna be very hard for me to like be like, nope, I'm not doing it. Sorry, like I don't care how good of a salesman person you are. Like I'm here on false pretenses anyway, so like your charms have no effect on me. Haha.
I am immune. I mean, I also think you don't really need to explain yourself. You're like,
No, of course not.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I mean, you just stick to your script, your little pre-made story or whatever, and you know, like if you say you're not gonna buy today, that's the end of it. Like, you can be pretty firm on that because obviously you're not going to buy anything.
God, this game
This is more for like
really needs the Alucard dash. That's.
It's necessary,
It is necessary.
especially for games where you're just running around back and forth like this. You need something to do that's like a little bit entertaining while you're just traveling back and forth. I think that's essential to any kind of game like this.
Yeah.
And it's perfect with the Alucard one because, like, very rarely do you use that function to actually dodge. You know?
Oh, I don't think I've ever used it to dodge.
Yeah, see, like, I can only think of, like, a couple times when I've actually used it as a dodging thing. And, like, I think that's the way to do it because you don't want to overpower the player and give them a really nice dodging ability that they just use to traverse the terrain and be able to dodge well. Like this one pretty much is only useful as a quicker mode of transportation.
See, that part I wasn't always sure on. Like, I swear I feel like it's faster than running.
Oh, the slide? It is, totally. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not very useful as a dodge, even though it's kind of what it's supposed to be. But you use it as a quicker run.
Give me my stamps.
Yeah, them precious stamps.
My stamp book is almost full.
Yeah, what are you gonna do when it's full? You need another stamp book?
It probably just restarts.
Oh my god.
Oh, no, there was a thing where however many stamps you get to trade it in for some stuff. I remember there was like a shop last time. I actually remembered something.
It's not all lost.
Stamp. How's your car?
Very well. I'm putting all kinds of miles on it. But I got my first freaking chip in the windshield already. Pretty nasty one too, but it hasn't spidered out yet. I shall get it fixed.
It might not be as bad as like when you were living in Colorado.
Oh yeah.
You won't have to deal with like water
extra cold
expanding.
Yeah. I'm going to Colorado next month, or this month actually, so better get it fixed.
I was never really sold on these products, but someone I know,
the chip repair stuff?
Yeah, used like this chip repair goop thing that she got on Amazon, and I'm like, that's a waste of money. Like, that's not gonna do it.
Oh, I'm gonna get it done. Like buy a place.
Oh, but apparently, like that product, like I've seen it before and after, and it worked perfectly. I was like, oh, I'll actually start using this in that case. Because like my stuff wasn't founded on anything. I was like, it's like $10 or $15 on Amazon. I was like, there's no way.
It can't possibly be good.
Yeah, this can't possibly work.
Right. I have to look to see if because it's a new purchase, that car. Like it's still, whatever warranties I've got are still going on it. So like I wonder if there's like a windshield free chip repair thing going on. I shall call them up.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to ask. I would say no,
sure.
But you never know. Yeah.
Hey, and I'm pretty sure that like taking it to a chip repair place is probably going to cost me like $20 anyway. It's no big deal.
That part I don't actually know. I feel like the windshield like chips that I've gotten were particularly bad, so I've always had to get new windshields, which I think is why I'm partially just angry at windshield chips. It's like,
yeah. I was so annoyed when I first got it. I'm like, here it is. It's a big fucking nasty chip. And it hasn't spidered, but it has like you can see the potential for it because it's got a couple legs, and it hasn't gone anywhere yet. But like every time I was currently driving at the time, obviously, and I was going in a mountain pass, going higher and higher, and at night, so it was getting colder. And I'm like, okay, god damn it, we can't go any lower than 45. It was a little nerve-wracking, but then by the next day, I was like.
It would take like it would have to be damp and freeze, and then it would expand and rinse and repeat for like a bit. Yeah.
I was just immediately like a worst case scenario assuming. Like there goes a goddamn windshield. Just bought this fucking car. Fuck.
Yep. I know.
Yep.
So, like,
the
Mercedes is, I think it has to do with the angle of the windshield. Like, because it got pelted a couple times with things that I swear would be the size of a golf ball.
Oof.
I don't know what it was, but it got hit with, like, some serious stuff. And it didn't do anything to the... Do you fight this thing again?
Oh. It's demon treed up again.
Oh.
And so you didn't get any ships out of it? Oh, he's harder now.
Yeah.
You pissed him off. He's got a graboid!
Graboid. Oh, shoot. And then you're getting, like, electrocuted by things?
Yeah, looks like it's finally getting some difficulty to it. So on the Mercedes, the angle is like pretty low, I suppose.
Something like that. Like it's just never given me much trouble. The Evo is good. Particularly bad.
Is the windshield more Hummer-like?
I would say no, but that windshield just chips no matter what hits it.
Oh. That sucks. I usually don't get windshield chips. If I remember right, my last... ever since I started driving again in Denver, because I didn't have a car for like a good, like 10 years, actually. Forgot it was that long. Ever since I got a new car and started buying new cars and stuff, I haven't had a chip at all. Not a single one until now. Got a couple flat tires, but that's about it. Oh, I went to a tire place, to a Firestone, to ask about just getting a spare tire instead of just the donut that I have. And it's like $700 for a whole tire and wheel, apparently.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I was not expecting that. I was totally not expecting that. Because I mean, like, you go get a new tire, it's like $200. I didn't realize the wheel was that expensive.
Yeah. But one thing you could do is, since your car's probably pretty common, just see if you can find like a used wheel on eBay.
Well, what about like Discount Tire Company? Don't they have used wheels as well?
I don't know.
I
But if you
should check.
Because then another thing,
So if
you'd have to also check if a full tire would fit in your spare tire compartment.
Oh, I don't care if it does. I'll just put it in the back, in the trunk if I have to.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's worth it to me that much so that I don't have to like waste a whole day getting a new tire or whatever. If I'm out on the road, you know, it's pretty important that I don't waste like have a random day go down the drain because of a flat tire.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I
would
don't
actually
know
just
if it will fit in the wheel though.
No, not the wheel well, but the.
I meant not the I meant the compartment for the thing, the donut.
Yeah, I'd say hit up eBay, search for whatever your car is and wheel. And someone should.
So if I buy a wheel off of eBay, I could take it to wherever and be like, throw a tire on this thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay then. That's doable. Because it doesn't have to be a new wheel. It's going to be a spare tire. If I have to use that spare tire, I will use it until I'm able to buy another tire to replace that tire, and then it'll be a spare tire again. I
mean, ultimate cost savings. Like, look for some that have some like curb rash on it or something. Which I guarantee you probably all of them are going to have that. And
curb rash, is that from like bumping up against the curb?
Yeah.
I never heard that term.
It is.
Makes sense. You need to heal CJ.
I think I just stay at the house.
She's hurting. Boing.
How many miles are you averaging a month?
I got 2 oil changes in 1 month.
That seems a lot.
Well, I got an oil change before I left on my main trip, and then when I got back, I didn't need the next one yet, but then I did some more work, and I needed another one. So it was like it was 5,000 miles since my last one.
Oh, okay.
So I drove over 5,000 miles in a month.
Jesus, I feel like I don't even drive 5,000 miles in a year.
It was quite a lot, dude.
I probably do 5,000, but I'll argue I'm usually between like 7,000 and 8,000 a year.
That's pretty average. Actually, it's pretty low, isn't it? Like, I think, yeah, most people do like 15,000 a year, something like that.
I was thinking that.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, I mean, that's way less than what I'm doing. But it is around around as much as I was doing it for Uber. A little less with Uber because there's a lot less long distance driving. But overall, it pays more. That's for sure. Synthesize. This month should be over overall easier, but I have new things that I'm doing, so it's going to be more of a learning process. But a lot of them are going to be like drive-through shops, so I don't even have to get out of my car to do the work.
For ultimate savings, you could start doing the oil changes yourself, depending on how much
Yep.
money you spend on those things.
Definitely, probably should. And then just take it into the dealership for the big maintenance stuff.
Oh, actually, that's a good question. So yeah, your thing's still under warranty, right?
I assume so. I just got it. What do you think they have? I mean, they gave me a free oil change for my first one because it was the first one that they gave to the car, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
But the next one wasn't free.
Oh, okay. And no, I wouldn't expect them to be free.
Yeah. What were you getting at with the warranty thing then?
Oh, if they just want you to take it into them all the time, but like it.
Oh. I mean, I'm sure they do, because then they get more money. I see on the email that they send me whenever I get like any work done on it, they there's like a timeline of mileage where like 15,000, 20,000, 25 every 5,000 there's a thing that you should do to the car. if only it just being the oil change. But yeah, like at this many miles, this stuff should be done to it. Pretty regulated so that they are constantly getting the car back. But yeah, I don't have to take it back to them every time.
Deal with this one.
On the other side.
Oh. Yeah, there was that farm. Where the heck was it?
Off in the hills?
Something like that. Remember that weird object that we found that like teleported us?
Yes. Oh, I did play a little bit of one of the newer, might be the newest, I'm not sure, Donkey Kong Country games. Leland, my roommate, had bought it for the Switch, and I finally gave it a shot. It's really good. It's like old school Donkey Kong Country, except like all updated in 3D and stuff. Very top quality platforming. And it's funny. I like the opening cinematic. Had me laughing.
Check it out. I remember
Monkey
seeing
shenanigans are great.
at the store. Like
It's Tropical Freeze, I think it's called.
the Switch store. Yeah.
Oh,
I think I added it to like my
wish list. I think it was like well, he bought it a physical copy, like used for like $30, I think.
Oh. I was waiting to see if it goes on sale.
It might. That would be a good game to play though. Possibly stream if you wanted to. Because of I've only played the first couple levels, and I can tell that it's gonna get like way better. Like the difficulty has the potential to get way high.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's gonna get very high. It's just a Donkey Kong game, but it should be fun. I don't expect it to get as hard as like Metroid Prime.
Oh, for this you have to buy that.
Time to go fishing.
I don't think I had the necessary stuff.
You don't have the necessary stuff to buy the rod?
Mm-hmm.
What do you need?
I'd have to go check. I was trying to finish that other quest that I had. Which maybe might be this one. If only I could read maps. And there's the guy.
Where my fish?
No. This guy has nothing to do with fish.
Griddle my grits.
I'm gonna start using that. Griddle my grits.
Well, griddle my grits. Stamped. Always on task.
How can you tell this place looks like a mess?
Boy. God damn it, not another one.
Normally, I'm not too concerned about voiceovers and things like that, but I feel like this game would have benefited greatly from some voice acting with some of these scenes.
Yeah.
Or it's almost kind of become the norm, I feel like.
Yeah, it definitely has. This game feels a little lazy to me.
Yeah.
With the animation, the backgrounds are nice. I like them.
Mm-hmm.
But the animation has that cheap feeling to it, and
I mean, like how they're swaying and their motions?
Yeah, it's not the best. It's like PlayStation 3 style, you know.
Like, strangely enough, that doesn't.
It doesn't bug me too much, but when it adds up, like it all amalgamates to like this feels kind of cheap.
Hmm.
With that and and like the kind of formulaic like quests, go do stuff. Here's the map. Kind of everything is familiar. But the game Indivisible is kind of like this style, except I think it's got a lot more innovative stuff going on, and there's voice acting, and it's really good voice acting too, and it's all hand drawn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it's got that interesting fight system that I told you about before.
Mm-hmm.
I should start playing that again. I think I stopped because I was like too easy at first. I feel like maybe it'll get a lot harder though, because of the fight system has the potential to like be that way.
You figured wrong.
Stupid Urmilla.
Never had to catch a cow before.
I don't think cows generally run from people.
Yeah, I don't know.
As far as I know, cows go to you when you're around.
They're like, oh hey,
they just follow people around whenever there's someone like and they're bored, you know, not eating.
On the scale of animal and their catching ability, or being caught ability, like,
cows pretty low.
Pretty low.
Yeah.
Like you
Unless
said,
it's like directly scared of you.
which would be concerning. Why is this cat?
Right. That's only gonna be if like you're hurting it or like running straight at it or something, probably.
Like,
Panic cow face is always funny though.
Poor cows. Don't be mean to them.
Stamp book is almost full.
She just. Yeah, that's kind of another thing. I know we took like a long break, so maybe it seems like time has passed, but we haven't really done anything yet. It seems very slow.
Yeah, there's like not a lot of plot happening, right?
There was
It's just like, I'm missing my branch, go get it.
yeah, I mean, like, okay, we'll do that. I mean, there was a
And
little
we're-
bit of plot happening with
Yeah,
that obelisk thing that teleported you, and
yeah, building your house. It's your house, or is it like the town house or something?
oh, I think it's just the entire town.
Oh, you're rebuilding the whole town.
Helping them rebuild because they had that earthquake.
Okay. I forgot. I thought he was like,
Yeah, I mean, like this,
building
so, like,
your
she-
house.
She gets to build a fence for her cows.
Okay.
And you're like, okay, that's great.
Give me stamps. Ooh. Cow is a beast. Not very beastly,
Not very beastly.
but it qualifies as beast. Although if we have kangaroo men walking around, I don't know. Maybe the lines are blurred. Hoppity, hoppity. Finally finished Buffy
Oh, nice.
after like freaking 2 or 3 months of slowly watching it. Maybe even longer, honestly. Like, that's a long show.
How
I
many
was only
seasons?
watching like, it's 7 seasons and they're all like at least 20 episodes. It's got like the same volume of shows as like Voyager, I think. And it's also 7 seasons.
Oh, yeah, that sounds right.
And they were airing about the same time too. It's pretty interesting. That's a lot of stamps. Is he your next character? He's got character face.
Yeah, character, that's for sure. Well, and then there was also the mage girl.
Yeah. And if I remember right, the kangaroo guy, I forgot his name, introduced himself like way before he became a character,
Mm-hmm.
or playable character. So maybe just a slow burn on these guys.
Game.
He looks like he's like straight out of Samurai Showdown.
Mm-hmm.
His portrait, not his sprite, whatever. It's not a sprite, but whatever. What do you call? I mean, so it's not a sprite. All their character graphics. What do you call those now? Just model.
Yeah.
character model.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gotta get my lingo correct. Ahem.
Oh, why, yes. I'm in Imperial Way.
I'm here too. I'm tired of you taking work. This guy's the grumpiest kangaroo. It's all over, Guru. You're gonna have to do it.
What is with those stamps?
It's the only thing I have to live for.
Simple pleasures.
Ah, stamp. You have plans for Halloween?
Not really.
Mm. Big old sword.
I feel like time's kind of flying by.
Yes and no.
And recover CJ.
If only the jump made you go faster. Maybe there's a hidden run button that you haven't noticed. Dash button.
I don't think so.
Yay.
Save. Oh, that's the opposite. Yeah, see, we've been at this for like 5 hours.
Yeah, not a hell of a lot's
Not much is
happening.
happening.
The first of a trilogy.
I mean, at this rate, it seems like they could have packed all that stuff into one game.
No, they wrote a story as long as The Hobbit, and they're stretching it out into 3 games, and it's just not working.
Yes.
Oh, I was so not happy with those Hobbit movies.
You didn't like them?
Like, I mean, I liked the first one. I'll probably watch them again at some point and stuff like that. But like, Lord of the Rings to me wasn't as important as The Hobbit was, because it was the first one of all of that I read. I read it a shitload before I ever even got into the Lord of the Rings.
I do remember
You know what I mean?
that.
So like I wanted them to get that right more than I wanted them to get Lord of the Rings right. And
But
well,
I
they
feel
got
like
Lord
in
of the
your
Rings
case,
very well. No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I suspect like it's one of those scenarios where no movie adaptation would ever please you.
No, that's not true. I don't think. Um, because I liked their like the old cartoon, the Ralph Bakshi.
Okay.
No, Rankin Bass. It didn't have all of the elements of the book in that movie, but everything in that movie was from the book. They didn't like change stuff around. Well, they changed some stuff around, but it was all from the book. And then all of that crap that they threw in from the Silmarillion and all this and that. That's okay, I suppose, but they changed fundamental like things from the story that they changed it just so that they could work all this other crap into it. That bothered me. I didn't like it. Like case in point, especially first and foremost, the freaking fight with Bilbo and the spiders in Mirkwood. In the book, that was a giant like a moment where Bilbo comes out and like is like, I'm the savior of these dwarves. This is my show now. Like I'm running this. Like you guys better respect me now. And in the book, I mean in the movie, like it was too much of the dwarves fighting and stuff. Like they were supposed to be completely weakened. Bilbo was supposed to be the main like offensive force in that whole thing. And he took the ring off way too much in the movie. Like that was silly. He shouldn't have ever done it at all. But yeah, they just handled it wrong, I think. Yeah. Like it was enough for them to be fighting the spiders. They didn't also have to fight these extra Azog, the goblin orc monster, whatever he was. Like that was not necessary. It was a plenty good enough of a fight with just the spiders and Bilbo fending them off by himself, and he was completely exhausted at the end of the fight. And the dwarves are just like, my gosh, you're hot shit, man.
Okay,
and I
so
mean,
maybe we'll get the magic girl.
Oh, because you need that her to
continue here.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe, or at least some elemental attack.
I wonder if you'll have to swap out Kangaroo Guy, or you'll get them both.
I think you get them both. I think you just like cycle characters if you want.
So yeah, I think they could have made a good Hobbit movie if they had just stuck to maybe a duology. Probably just one movie though. Like you could fit it all into one long movie, I think.
I mean, it's not very long.
No, it's not.
But then also, what's that children's book where the wild things roam?
Yeah.
That's it, right? That's like a little...
Where the Wild Things Are or Roam, I can't remember, but yes.
It's one of that.
Yeah.
But that's like a 12-page book.
Yeah, and they made a whole movie out of it, I think.
Movie out of it.
Yeah. Was that a good movie, though? I didn't actually see it.
I mean, it's fine, I guess. I think I watched it on the plane. But I was mostly angry going into it. I was like, what? How is this a movie? I will watch this and be angry.
They did the same thing with the Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That was like a little like thin like kind of flippy book. Like it was like 20 pages or something, but not even like a full-size book. And they made a whole ass movie out of it. And apparently like it's very different from the actual book.
Well, I mean, if you only have 12 pages to work with, you gotta take some liberties.
Yeah, sure. But I remember loving that book. That was one of my favorite books as a kid. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yeah. Oh, okay. We get to go to a new area now.
Yay! I will not follow you anymore.
Maybe we can do the sandwich thing with her.
I would say if
see, I thought this was gonna be we would get this Sailor Moon chick. But she was
right,
the magic
yeah.
user, right?
Right, I think so. Yeah, she's got character face as well. Just want to get that last stamp. It's like screaming to be filled.
I swear, I think it just restarts. 'Cause
No!
You can spend the little stamp points you get.
Oh, so you don't have to fill it up before you can use them?
Well, if there's enough for you to buy something, then yeah.
Oh. My journal. Bandit stole my journal. Yeah, that doesn't. That's some bullshit right there. I smell it.
What's in that journal? Cloud Bandit.
Espionage. Yep. See. Even our intrepid hero is like, "What the fuck's going on here?" Did you ever check out that Need for Speed game on PSN? Or that we got for free, that is.
Oh, no, I didn't. Is it gone already?
It probably isn't because I don't think the new games are out yet. I'll check that now. Where's my controller? I've been playing it, it's pretty fun. But I don't know if it's like better than Forza or something. Gran Turismo. I couldn't tell you.
Think so?
Right, I mean, because it seems like it's more of a video gamey kind of racing game instead of like realistic.
That can be fun too.
Yeah. The drifting mechanic is it's pretty simple. It feels like it's easier than it needs to be for a game like that, because all you got to do when you're going around a curve and you want to drift is you just pump the gas just once and it starts drifting.
Oh, a little like Mario Kart.
Kind of, but you don't have to like swerve back and forth. Yeah. So you got that. You got the gas pump to start the drift, or if you need to do more of a cornering drift, I suppose you can hit the handbrake. But let me check here with the PSN monthly games. Yeah, it's still there. I'd get it because it's gonna be gone soon. And then there's this Grand Blue Fantasy versus, what is that? Oh yeah, that's right. It's a fighting game.
Ooh.
It's like anime type fighting.
Why do these people have so many quests? I just started putting a dent in those things.
Really?
Yeah, I have like an OCD thing where I have to do everything. It only lasts for a short period of time because eventually I'm like, ugh, this is just the same stuff over and over. I don't hear anymore.
Yeah, I know how that is. It reminds me of like whenever I decide to play an MMO. I'm like, oh, I gotta do everything I can, and then I'm like, after like a couple months of just doing the same shit, I'm like, why am I doing this? What am I doing with myself here? Yeah, then I'm done. Then I stop playing.
But then it like wears off after a couple months and you get back into it.
Yep. That's how it is with like Diablo and stuff.
Do more of this mindless stuff for a few more months.
That's how it was with me and Stardew Valley. I played the crap out of it. I was playing it every day for like any free time that I had. It was going into Stardew Valley, and then at one point I just
filled it up.
There we go. Boom. I completed like a year, and then it resets or recycles, and then I'm just like, I'm done. There's no reason to do more because like it's just gonna be more of the same. Improving.
Oh, okay, so that's cool.
Link attacks.
Oh, I forgot how to do this.
Yeah, forgot that was a thing.
Nice. Oh, so see if you get like 3 people, you can chain all 3 together. Oh, this one takes more to complete.
Oh, damn. I wonder if jobs are ever going to start giving you multiple stamps.
So
like
maybe I'm missing the purpose of the game. Maybe the purpose of the game is to really just build up the town and get more things coming into the town by just completing these stamp cards.
Well, it seems like that's
like a plot per se.
Maybe it'll start doing some more plot stuff, you know, like once the town's a little bit more up and running.
Or plot in the sense of like RPGs that we're accustomed to.
Right. Like there's not a whole lot of story arc going on here, or multiple ones at least. In an RPG, there's definitely like you do this for this person, then you go off to this next stage, and then you whatever travel the lands.
Mm-hmm.
But this seems to all be like, no, just save the town.
Yes.
Yay.
Almost there.
Level up.
You don't have money to take that.
No, must remain stinky.
Bronze. Where are we?
Huh?
I was trying to figure out where I was on the map.
Those maps that have just like arrows pointing to boxes aren't very helpful. I mean, the kind of arc that lets you know where you can go based on where you are, but like they're not very good maps. Get that sandwich. But
Sorry, sausage.
Are you using your Pro controller?
The regular Nintendo one.
The regular, like the one that you put the controllers in, like the little slot
no,
things.
no. The Nintendo Pro controller, not the 8-bit Duo.
Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
I told you I had like weird connectivity issues with the 8-bit Duo.
Yeah, I kind of did too. It was a little bit of a struggle, but I mean, it wasn't like so annoying that I didn't want to use it. Was it like that for you?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Basically, the annoyance of getting that thing to reconnect outweighed any benefit or lack thereof of using it as a controller. Because the Nintendo's controllers, the Pro controllers are fine. I don't have any issues with them.
Hmm. Yeah,
So that
I
one
don't.
I
I
purely
didn't
like
either
because
anyway.
it's like the SNES controller.
Yeah.
So I kind of use it
I
for
kinda-
nostalgia purposes.
Right. I kind of want to get one of the Nintendo branded NES controllers for the Switch to see if they're as good as they used to be anyway. Because that'd be great for playing old school Nintendo. If anyone's gonna do those controllers right, it better be them. Holy shit!
Yeah, you can just
That was pretty devastating.
I've relearned how to do it.
I know Kung Fu.
I'm really struggling with this.
Struggling to enjoy it? What?
Yeah, because it's just the same stuff over and over.
I don't blame you. I would be kind of annoyed myself if I was playing it. It's just funny to me that like they're talking big game with like this is gonna be trilogy and like 5 hours in and we haven't done anything.
I mean, I don't know if it's maybe like a 100-hour game and things don't really start until you get in like 15-20 hours into it.
Mm.
You don't look that up.
Yeah, I'm about to actually. I was just gonna look up some like reviews and game length, if that's like a common search term.
I don't know, the 5-hour mark is kind of reasonable for stuff.
Or
just
not stuff happening,
stuffing.
yeah. You know, I agree. I think this is about where things need to start happening, or we're gonna be like, what's going on here? It's around 12 hours.
The game is 12 hours?
That's what they say.
So let's say we round up just because I'm like messing around.
You're more of a complete. Yeah, I would say maybe 20 hours for you at the most.
Oy. Okay. So I guess nothing happens.
Sounds like it.
Like this is it.
Oh. Da. Get a review on this thing.
Okay, now back to the quarry to find something else.
Oh, this game wasn't very expensive. It was like $13.
Yes, I think it was pretty cheap.
Okay, so I'm less upset about it. I thought this was like a not like a AAA game or anything like that, but like something semi-big.
I was surprised at the price. It was very cheap.
Yeah. Yep. The main thing I'm reading in this review is didn't find the game too enjoyable. Mostly boils down to inane tasks held together with weak combat and shallow exploration, along with light city building aspects.
Yep. Exactly what we've been saying.
Exactly what we've been saying. Yep. Sounds like a dud.
I mean, the fighting system seems to have kind of some cool aspects to it, like especially combos and things like that, where you can
sure
those types of attacks.
It's got good potential. One game I was playing, you might like it. It's a Metroidvania type of game, but it's like definitely not anywhere near as hard as Metroid Prime. It's more puzzle based. It was called Iconoclasts.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a weird name, but and there's an odd story around it too, with like very like ambitious story, I think, for something like this. But like it's fun. Good graphics and like very bright and colorful and like good music and stuff too. It's for Switch.
Same situation here.
Good pixel graphics too. It's funny to me that like pixel graphics games nowadays, like new pixel graphics games, look more. I feel like they have more production value than a game like this because of the the fake like not proto, but like Flash 2.0 feel to it, whatever that animation style is.
Flash 2.0 feel.
Right.
I think it could be something that's. I mean, honestly, I have no idea what I'm talking about, but maybe there is a cost aspect to it where it's significantly cheaper to develop something that looks like this.
I feel like that's correct. Like the
Like
more
not necessarily the just two-dimensional aspect to it.
well, the backgrounds are nicely done. I think most of the artwork development time went into that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, the animations for the characters and stuff is really cheaply done. It feels like.
That was similar to. I don't know if this was also just me, but I felt like there was like a phase for a bit where a lot of games used cell shading, like as the animation style. And I just really wasn't a fan of cell shading. It kind of grew on me and it got better.
I didn't like it at first as well, I think, but same story. I think it grew on me, but I feel like I think I learned later on that like cell shading was done, yes, for an aesthetic choice, but it's also to conserve resources. It's way less resource intensive.
Yeah, so
like for games like on the GameCube and stuff, like they could only fit so much on that disc, those little discs. So that's why they used it, I guess.
But that was the kind of the same thing I attributed here over to this, where it's probably a little bit easier to develop.
Well, now I think it has less to do with whether the system can handle it, because the systems are well equipped to handle this kind of game. Like, you could go way more graphic intensive and it would still handle it fine.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about cost now, I think, instead of having to, fit it on a file, because it's unlimited now. It doesn't matter how big it is.
Well, that's pretty
It's all about if the system can handle it.
Which I do feel like for the Switch, it could really be a stretch.
For a stretch for what?
For like resource management.
Yeah, it is kind of an older tech.
And I think
it's probably it's
much like the cost that went into, or cost was much more of a concern
for the development of like this game.
Yeah. Not necessarily this game, but the Switch itself versus like PS5, where it's like
$500.
$500. These are the capabilities of the system.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, Nintendo's been definitely more of a budget gaming company in recent years and stuff.
I'm
not a problem.
Totally for that. Like I have no problem with its graphics or anything like that.
Like,
no, I wish more
not a snob about it.
Would go to that, because like I feel so much time is taken up by that was weird. Is spent with developing like the graphics components of the game.
Just stuff for immersion.
Yeah. Which like
yeah.
I mean, it is important.
Not completely critical though.
Mm-hmm. Like you can still have a very fun game and have somewhat rudimentary graphics.
Yeah, I agree. If only this game was more fun.
That's the other thing, yeah. Like, by no means are graphics are no problem with this.
Yeah, if this game was a lot more fun, I would still say that these graphics look cheaply done with the animation and stuff, but I don't think it's ugly.
It wouldn't make me not play the game.
Nah.
Can I like dump stuff out of the resource pack?
Consume. Eat your ogre horn.
Lumber's easy.
Do you have like a stash at home that you can drop everything at?
When you leave it.
Lumber.
Oh, so that's just trigger
That Chrono Cross, is that the a remake? Did they remake it?
Mm-hmm.
Forget.
Yeah.
And it's is it like basically just a HD version of it, or is it a whole different game?
HD version of it.
Okay. It looks good.
I've only played it for like a couple minutes. Maybe we start playing that on the stream.
I wouldn't mind.
Because I don't know how much either one of us wants to play this.
If we do, we gotta figure out the audio issues though, because I'd want to be able to hear that game. I can't hear it right now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I mean, it's not important for this game. I don't care. But last time we played or streamed, I could hear it though. So who the fuck knows? Ram. Dead wolf. Let him die.
Messed up.
Yeah, he did. The way that those the graphics for the gold coin spilling out is, it bugs me. Because it looks like you should be standing there collecting them.
Yes.
But you don't need to.
No.
Oh boy. Get him! Cool.
I think. Oh no! You know what we were supposed to play is.
What? Oh, Soul Reaver, right?
Oh, Soul
Oh,
Reaver
oh.
and Lunar.
I guess we've got a bunch on the list, huh? Shit. I mean, I'd be happy with literally any of those.
Yeah, we could do Lunar.
Lunar would be good. I don't think Lunar would get copyright infringed either.
I don't know.
It's probably too old. Or too obscure anyway. Now, Lunar is a hell of an undertaking. We're going to be at that for like 120 hours.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit.
I'm down. Yeah. When was the last time you played Lunar?
Oh my god, I can't remember.
Was it when you still lived like at your parents' house?
No, not that long ago.
Okay. Because I remember you playing it there at one point. But that was the last time I remember you playing it.
Oh, such a long time ago. Must have played it since then.
But did you?
It's a very good question. God.
Come on, delve into the depths of your memory.
I can't remember things that far back.
Recall your former life.
Look back 20 years.
Cast your mind back. Jesus, it would have been like 20 years, huh?
Yeah.
Something like that.
So, how does this game end? Like, not necessarily what is the ending, but
The
seeing as
town is rebuilt.
Is that it? Is that
Everybody's happy. The cows come back.
it? Already got the cows back. That part.
More cows. They get lost again later. It's the biggest the conflict of the game.
Missing cows.
Now, I assume that there's like some big bad that shows their head, you know, closer to the end of rebuilding the town. And you beat them. And the town is happy. And then
Well,
you're
they
off to
mention-
the next adventure.
a witch or a wizard or something very early on in the game.
Yeah, I forgot if that was the case. Vague mentionings of a dark evil.
The necromancer.
Yeah, they couldn't just let the necromancer be the necromancer in the Hobbit movies. They had to turn him into friggin' Sauron or whatever the fuck. The necromancer was a separate entity. He was just a bad wizard. Oh god.
Not another night of the necromancer.
Fuck it.
I can't take it anymore. Yeah, in the book he didn't really have much.
Yeah, he was just.
They kind of mentioned him. It's like, oh yeah, there's a necromancer that's over there. Like,
yeah,
all right.
That's all they ever did.
Let's not go there.
Yeah. They were just trying to figure out which way to go for, like, should we go through the Mirkwood Forest or go around it? And they're like, well, one's the mountains, it's too far away, and one's the necromancer, we can't do that. So we have to go through the forest. Kaboom. That fight scene was pretty cool in the movie, though.
How do I get the giant stone? What is the giant stone? They're stones. Apparently they're not gigantic enough. It's a huge stone.
That's a lot of stone.
That's a huge stone. Wait, what? Why is he level 30?
What's going on with that bug? Or is it a bat? Yeah. It's a super bat.
Kind of is.
Mega bat! Kabam! So it reminds me of Tekken Tag, the way the link works.
Oh, got a spyglass. Right? Someone wanted that. Well, I'm on my mission for giant stones. That's pretty.
That's great. Oh, crystal geodes! I'm gonna break them.
Bonk. How I test out up there.
Must slightly damage myself.
Wait, dude's down here?
What are you doing down here?
Maybe they're bothered by that.
Oh. Easy work of that guy.
Yeah.
They're too alarmed.
Mine's lost. There's no getting through to them.
They're in a fugue state.
All of them. Huge ore! Wait.
Alright.
No,
Is that?
that was too big. I need giant.
Damn it. Well, is giant more than huge, or is huge more than giant? I would say giant is bigger than huge.
Yeah, giant's bigger than huge. Oh god.
Oh! El Gigante.
Giant. Oh wait, those
No,
were...
dude.
What's that?
What? I was gonna say fighting the El Gigante thing in Resident Evil 4 VR is fun. Remember that fight?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, now there is something on the map. Excellent. I feel like it was
Go
there.
to it.
Jump to it?
No, I said go to it.
Go to it.
Do it to it.
Thingy.
More upset people. It doesn't feel like those little wispy, like, puffball things should be in a cave. Those come off trees and stuff.
That's true.
Like, how'd you get in there?
Like these things. Alright.
Cool. Barfs out rocks as big as its body.
Impressive.
Right? Oh shit.
Ow.
Well, at least it looks cool when you do that shit.
True.
It's like the best part of the game so far.
It kind of is.
That's a cool waterfall too.
It's like all the way down there.
It's just so funny that, like, I mean, Symphony of the Night is clearly way better than this game. And that came out in like 97.
That's true. But that was like fun.
Get your act together though. I mean, like, this game is it exists because Castlevania happened with Symphony of the Night. Like, it defined a genre, or Metroid did too, I suppose. But you know, whatever. Like, they're coming off the heels of this or of that, so like they got a good formula. It looks like there should be, right?
What was your... There's something. Oh yeah.
Big rock.
Oh, that's right. We were... Like things back up.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Reminds me of Clay Fighters. Oh, we wrecked your shit. You're gonna die. Have you died yet?
No, I haven't.
I don't know what happens.
I don't actually
I don't think
know
there's...
if,
Doesn't look like there's anything to reflect. Oh.
Cause yeah, how do you reflect stuff again?
Isn't it when he flashes like that, the flash, you're supposed to block it, right? Or dash through it? And then you can counterattack? Wasn't it that? if that's not the way to do it, I'm thinking just jump up and try and hit him in the geode.
The geode.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, you're dead.
He's not taking it in the geode. Wait, this was the autosave?
I guess. Doesn't that seem a little farther back than we were recently?
It does.
It's an autosave. It should be saving way more frequently. Oh,
Oh yeah,
we
see,
have a full stamp book.
This is like way back.
What the fuck?
It's not very automatic.
Oh shit.
Worry.
Blarg.
Even less desire to keep playing it.
Seriously.
But that boss is my own fault. I forgot what we're supposed to do. You like knock those boulders back at him.
Do you?
Then, yeah, and then it like stuns him, and then you can whack him. But I think you have to do it with Gru.
Oh. I don't remember it working that way, but I don't remember how it worked either, so.
I don't think he was like particularly tough.
Pretty great though that they're already recycling bosses. Great move.
Yeah, they all come back, so I guess like technically you could keep that. This thing.
Stump. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Everybody happy except for that guy.
What are those two characters that like jump from left to right?
I have no idea what that means.
Initially I thought that they were like annoyed. That's like an annoyed character.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, unless those two parents were like super annoyed at their kid.
Yeah. No clue. Like it didn't look like anything that I've seen before in like emotion to notion.
It's like the one that I don't understand. The squiggly lines, obviously, that one's easy. And common. See that one? He's just surprised.
Bird lady. Oh my god. Fuck your little hovel. I don't care about repairing it. Take your stamps and show them.
Must collect stamps.
Doing anything this week?
Mm-mm.
Just working.
Just working.
Whoa.
Alright. Well, maybe we can do both of those things at once. Do both in the corner.
Aha! Get two birds stoned at once.
That sounds right.
It's a Rickyism if you don't remember.
Get two birds stoned at once.
I need to watch those old episodes again. They kind of got crappy after they like rebooted the series in Netflix, so I stopped watching. But those first like 7 seasons were really good.
Mm-hmm.
Classic.
Like one of my favorite scenes is in like season 8 or 9.
What scene?
It's right at the start of the episode. Like it's almost like that intro scene where they transform like one of the trailers to be like an ice skating rink inside, and in the walls it's also just packed with weed. And
I remember that.
The parrot is like back there.
Julian, the wall's telling me to fuck off.
Julian, I think the weed's angry at me. And then Bubbles, it's like, it's not the weed.
Brock, fuck off.
Yeah.
I thought that was earlier in the series. I forgot. Yeah, a couple of
it's
the
like season 8.
a couple of the first seasons after the reboot weren't too bad, and yeah, that one was pretty good.
It was like, Taco likes weed.
Taco likes weed.
Exactly. That's exactly what he sounds like.
Yeah, I think I'll have to like rewatch up to like season 9 or something like that.
I don't think I've seen much past that.
What season is Bluely in? I forget.
Oh, that must be later.
It is one of the later ones, I think. Yeah, you don't remember?
No, I don't think I've seen that.
I think you have. It's when there is a whole pool full of vodka and what's his name? Leahy gets dyed completely blue.
Oh, I have seen that, yes.
And he's like completely super trash drunk, and Julian walks in and he's just like, Blulian!
Yes.
A swimming pool full of vodka.
I remember that. Julian.
But yeah, that show was killing us when we were watching it over at your place in La Jolla. We watched like all of it, like pretty much together, didn't we?
We did?
Or a lot of it, anyway. Well, I mean, okay, so I know that we watched like the movies because I mean that's a lot easier to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then like at least I showed you like best episodes or something like that of the stuff that was available at the time. Because I had already seen like all of it, a bunch at the time that I had showed it to you at first. So I knew the good stuff. I was surprised that I liked it, because I usually don't really like comedy like that too much. Like the whole mockumentary thing.
Oh.
Isn't usually my cup of tea. But it hit the right notes.
That's done.
Remember to save before the rock monster again. Yes. Also one of them myself. Well, I mean, at least we know this game's not much longer. Well, not very long, I guess. We still have about halfway to go, I suppose.
Yeah. But I mean, I was hoping for a little bit more to it.
Yes.
Like the town rebuilding aspect makes me think of Dark Cloud.
Yeah, you like that game too. So
I liked.
It sounds like it would appeal to you. They did it right.
This.
So you like the town building in Dark Cloud and like building stuff, I suppose, in general, but you don't really like games like Harvest Moon or Stardew Valley?
So,
You don't get into them?
Harvest Moon never did it for me. I was like, eh. And then
What's
that
the difference?
was crazy popular. I was like, maybe there's just
Yeah, it
something wrong
was.
with me. Like, everyone likes it. And I was like, I can't. I don't understand why we should do this.
But you like games like SimCity though, right? Or like
SimCity's
Civilization?
good. Yeah, Civ's good.
What's the difference there?
I don't know. One's good, the other's bad.
Ugh.
No, I legitimately don't know. Like Harvest Moon, you couldn't pay me. Like, I just can't.
It's a totally different like way of playing games. I'll grant you that, because it's like there's not a whole lot of goals. I mean, there is, but they're like super low stakes. They're like you're like, I'm gonna craft some window panes today or something like that for my house, which I don't give a crap about any of that. But that's how it is with like Stardew Valley and stuff like that. There's definitely some more stuff to do, like with a cave to explore and fight enemies in. But like, it's really all about getting your farm in order and streamlining the process for harvesting stuff and building your relationships with the town members, the villagers.
Boring.
I mean, it was okay the first like year, because it's every year it recycles, like I said. So like once you've seen a year's worth of stuff, there's some more events that happen like year 3 or 4, but like it's just not worth it. I don't care enough.
I think it appeals to a different clientele.
Yeah. But yeah, learning the game loop and getting a little addicted to it is basically as far as I can go with games like that, because yeah, after a while you're just like, this is dumb. And I've said it before, like games like that where you can customize your stuff to like look nice and everything, I never do. Like I have no reason to make it look nice for my own like brain, whatever. I just put stuff where it can go and where it's easy, most easily like accessed.
So that kind of makes me think of Horizon. Like, you know how you get the dyes and you can dye things?
Yeah.
Literally never used it.
Yeah, there's no reason for that for me to either. I don't care about that. I mean, unless there's an actual quest where I have to do it just because it's like training you how to do it, I'll do it then. But other than that, unless like I get bored, which is it's kind of impossible to get bored in that game. There's so much to do. Yeah, aesthetics for stuff like that doesn't.
Yeah, I don't care.
There's no reason. I mean, she looks fine the way she is.
The only time that it mattered to me, and like maybe this is because I'm more of like a car guy, was with Need for Speed. You can customize your car. I was like, okay, that's interesting.
Oh yeah, I agree with you there. I customized I got an RX-7 in my Need for Speed game.
Nice. Yes.
It came as silver, but
the one I have, or the one that you like?
Neither actually. It's a 2000s something.
Oh, but it looks like my styling. If it's an RX-7.
It's. I think it looks more like yours than I want mine to look. But it still looks more modern than yours, I think, because it's more modern. But it's like a more rounded type of design, very curvy. But yeah, it came in silver, and I changed it to green.
Excellent.
Kind of sucks that the way that the game is set up, though, that you basically have to get a better car before you can like have the points to really trick out the RX-7.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'll be pretty much forced into changing the RX-7 at one point, I'm sure. But I bet like once I level up enough and stuff like that, I'll be able to fully deck out the RX-7 if I want to. Or find a better car to do that with. I wonder if they have a Skyline.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah. That's a later car. What car do you drive in for the Forza? I mean, I keep screwing up Gran Turismo.
It's different cars depending on like what kind of race or situation you're in.
Oh,
so
sure.
It varies year round. So it's not. It doesn't really have like a linear progression. Where with this latest Gran Turismo, it's definitely a little bit more like Forza. Forza Horizon, I think. Where you have like this world that you explore, and there's different things for you to do at different points in time.
But there's like an upgrade system and stuff like that, where you gain money to buy upgrades.
Yeah.
In both of those games?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying? Oh, cool.
I need to get back into playing it. Downstairs, I used to have this alarmingly huge TV from work.
Oh, I remember that.
And it was
Okay, never mind.
It was perfect for the racing seat because it's essentially it sat on the floor. And the only reason it sat on the floor is because it was like a pre-production unit and it didn't have wall mounts.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay, this thing sits on the floor. And it was also like an 85-inch TV.
Jesus Christ.
Gargantuan.
That's a little too big.
That's a lot of TV.
Yeah, so you don't have it anymore?
I had people from work come pick it up and take it back to her.
You're gonna take this from me.
So now it basically just sits at work.
Do you still have that giant CRT?
Oh, that thing's part of the wall. You can't.
That's gonna be there for the next person that lives there.
Yeah. I actually want to like cover that wall up with the CRT in there.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it would be easier to.
Someone remodels in the future, and they just discover a TV in there. They're like, "What?
That'd be fucking fantastic."
What is happening?
Wouldn't that be so funny?
Mm-hmm.
And it's a pretty decent solution to rather than having to like get it out of there or something.
Well, because also if you get it out, I mean, like this place was definitely from like the construction from the 90s or like the 90s in thought. So that little alcove that it has for the CRT is essentially like built purpose size for that TV.
That's all it's for.
That's really all it's for. Like, so if I was to like repurpose it, I could probably put some like shelving in there, like maybe it would turn it into like a little bookcase or something like that.
Yeah. But it would be like an awkward shape though, probably.
Oh no, it's like almost a perfect square or like cube.
Oh, okay.
Because I think that CRT is like the 35-inch CRT.
I guess they get, baby.
Yeah, so it's just...
Yeah, any bigger than 35, the geometry of the back of the TV would just have to be gargantuan, and it just would be just so heavy. They already are at 35. Although later on in CRT's lifespans, they were able to flatten out the back a little bit. So I don't know. Maybe they would have been able to fix it somehow. Yeah.
But I think what I'll probably need to do is move the seat up here, and then also move the PS5 up here. Because
there's nothing.
PS5 downstairs.
There's nothing to hook it up downstairs to.
The TV downstairs is mounted on a wall. And the way it's mounted, it's kind of like above a fireplace, so it's a little bit higher than it technically should be.
Oh,
otherwise it would be like in the fireplace.
So not great for gaming.
It's fine. Like if you're sitting on the couch or sitting on the chairs, then it's not a problem. Plus, it's on like a little swivel thingy, so I can pull the TV out and down a bit.
Nice.
But if you're in a racing seat, like you basically have to be looking up. Because it's like as if you sat on the floor.
Right. Not good.
Yeah, so it's kind of... I mean, you could still do it, you just sort of race like this.
It would probably be a pretty odd feeling of like... Yeah, just feeling like you're below the wheel.
Like you can... Whereas the TV here is just on like a stand.
I saw that one of the games was on sale recently, the Gran Turismo. Wonder if it still is. Should check.
You were talking about getting a steering wheel, right?
Yeah, I want to. Not anytime like immediately soon or anything. I want to get a iPhone first.
Replace your phone?
Yes.
Actually, with the new iPhone, I haven't been hearing too many good things, so...
Oh, really?
You could just get the previous generation, the 12.
What have you not been hearing good about it?
People are just saying it's like it's exactly the same thing as the previous model. Which
okay.
I'm not sure what they're basing that on, since most of them look the same all the time. doesn't change that frequently, but
Well, as far as I know,
I didn't bother looking at the specs already.
the new features that I can remember are the dynamic island thing, and there's like more safety features. Like if you get into a car accident or something like that, you can it'll automatically like inform people.
Did you hear that? Yeah.
And then there's the direct satellite linkage. Like if you're stranded or something, you can find a satellite and give your location. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, I didn't know about that. That seems pretty interesting.
It's sort of useful, I'd say.
But I mean, it's not
You're
a
ever
satellite
stranded.
phone, right? But you can't make
No, it's only powerful enough to be like to send a little bit of data, but like it's enough to be like to inform people that you are missing. Yeah, no.
What is that?
Phone's going off. It's my email noise.
Oh.
Email. Let me see your discounts.
No discounts.
I'm looking at the discounts this month for PS5. Oh, what's this one? Car X Drift Racing Online. Looks cheap.
Oh my god, did I ever tell you about this like car mechanic game that I found online?
I don't think so.
Oh god. And I was because like usually when you work on cars, either things are very difficult to reach just because of like tight spaces and corridors, or things get stuck, or like something seized on something else, like a bolt, right? Or like worst case scenario, you strip a bolt or a nut. So I'm like,
Which sucks.
and I was like, does this happen in the game? Is it realistic?
Did it have all that stuff?
No, that doesn't happen.
Oh. Then immersion lost.
Immersion is lost. Do things that take 1 hour take 5 instead?
That'd be funny.
This is not a real game. It's not realistic. Haven't broken a single bolt, stripped a single screw.
Cannot get behind. I'm looking at the new King of Fighters game, and it does not look good. I mean, I can't. The art doesn't look that great, in my opinion. I like the sprites that they used to use. Now it's all like high-res texture models and stuff, but like they didn't put enough work into them, so they look cheap. KOF XV Team Pass 1. That'd be 14, yes. Or 15, that is.
Yeah,
King of Fighters 15. Jesus. That's a lot. Oh my god. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. I bought this a while back for like at least $20, and now it's like 4. 90% off. Jesus, Need for Speed Heat is 95% off. Although, I mean, I got it for free, so who cares? What the fuck? Jedi Fallen Order is $2.
What?
Oh no, it's an upgrade. Never mind.
Oh.
But still, like the game itself is $10 right now. It's 80% off. I heard good stuff about it. I wonder if I should get it. You say what?
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, you have it.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it's basically Dark Souls, but Jedi's.
That's the less fun part.
But I like that stuff.
I love it.
I like the Dark Souls
with
stuff.
a lot of bosses, you just sort of dodge, poke, and then repeat that for like an hour or two.
Yeah, I like that.
But yeah, the game's.
Well, I don't want to get it right now because I definitely don't need another game, but it is a nice price. I'll just wait.
Won't talk to me. Actually, what I'm supposed to do. Maybe this one's the one. But that involves killing that golem.
No. The hell is this? Terminator Resistance Annihilation Line.
Terminator Rampage?
I've got to play that here pretty soon, but this is it's like an FPS in the Judgment Day Wars.
Oh.
This looks pretty cool. I wonder if it's any good.
Just in case we're hurt.
Yes. As far as I'm concerned, if the game doesn't have the right laser sounds, trash. Terminator has very specific laser sounds.
I don't remember how this works.
You got this.
Oh, he just didn't swing at it. That's okay.
Aha! It's the last thing he would expect.
For me to do nothing.
There we go.
Oh, that.
Oof, kicking your ass.
So I don't know if you can actually do anything with CG.
I don't remember you being able to use him or her on this boss at all. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You might be fucked. You might be fucked. Oh, I guess PSVR's has come out.
Oh yeah.
2 or whatever. Yeah. If you don't have, did you have a PSVR?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, for PS4, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apparently the next one's gonna be pretty badass. Or is, I guess, since it's out now.
That is.
Ooh.
Just gets killed right away.
Blah. Don't you have any healing stuffs?
I actually need to check if game mode's turned on. Because
If what game mode is turned on?
but it.
Yep.
So.
Ooh.
Reflecting those things back at him didn't like hurt him.
I think it stuns him and then you can hurt him.
But previously, I felt like he fell over.
Didn't you just hurt him? No.
Mm-hmm.
That was your pain. I think you're right. Oh, well, look at that, a bit of progress.
So maybe
I guess you'd have to, like...
Back at him, it doesn't really...
Yeah. You gotta wear his rocks down.
So that's okay. Because previously, I thought we reflected those boulders at him and then that messed him up.
Yeah, I thought so. Then you would
Unless you
fall
gotta
over,
do
then you...
a lot more.
I guess as the bosses are refought, they get harder, I guess. I mean, obviously he's doing more damage than he did before. But they actually have, like, other scripts. Seems like.
That's part of the problem.
Other part is you sucking.
It's part of it. But definitely having game mode not turned on and like, oh my god, that's what made Metroid so difficult. We played 3/4 of that game without game mode on. So I essentially had to like account for how the odd 50 or like 500 millisecond delay for stuff.
See, yeah, input delay is a real thing, man. It sucks. But I guess it's pretty much gone nowadays with game mode and TVs in general.
Yeah,
You got a nice monitor. And boom! Kicking ass. Yeah, that's way better.
Like, one thinks that game mode won't do that much, but...
Oh, it's necessary.
I heard this. Totally different game.
He's your bitch. Oh, playing tennis.
It might work if I don't have game mode, buddy. Not with game.
This isn't even my final form.
Come on. Yeah. Are we just gonna stand there? Bonk.
He's been bonked.
Okay, so he wants 2 of those things.
Gran Turismo is not on sale anymore. Gran Turismo Sport is.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a good one?
Yes.
Mm. I wouldn't want to get one that you don't have though, so that we could play online. I shall get whatever one is the current one when I am able to get a wheel.
Yeah. Fast travel out and back in.
Remember, I looked up what is going to be free this month, and I wasn't very impressed. I'll re-look it up.
Yeah.
Aston. Okay, we got Hot Wheels Unleashed. Injustice 2, which I'm not sure what that is, and Super Hot, which I mean I thought that was a VR game, but I guess you can play it without VR, although it is way better as VR, I would say. I beat that game. It's the first game I ever beat in VR. It's fun. Did you ever play it? Oh, it's great. It's like training to be a fight in the Matrix. You dodge bullets and stuff.
What? That's like
Yeah. No, it's great because like the world moves only when you do. So basically, like you look around, you're just moving your head, and you can see like what's coming at you, and then so you dodge out of the way, and the motion of you dodging is what makes everything else fast forward. I mean, well, progress, not fast forward, but goes very slow. You can go as slow as you want as long as you don't move. So yeah, like every level, like just a bunch of dudes run at you, shoot stuff at you, or throw things, and you just like dodge everything and kick their asses. It's great. Oh, that's right. Injustice is that superhero fighting game.
Oh, okay.
Which it still doesn't make any sense to me how they're able to fight each other. Like Superman cannot be hurt by the Joker. Fuck you. That's not how that works.
Yay.
Get them stamps. Gotta stamp them all. I heard that there was some new open world Pokemon game that came out or is coming out.
Oh.
I keep wanting to like I keep wanting them to make a game that I can jump into the franchise with. Because I've tried them a few times and they're just too easy. So I can't get into them. They look fun.
Resource bag with a
Bag of holding.
it is.
Boinky boinky. Is that guy ever gonna get up?
Mm-mm.
Permanently just drunk laying in a dirt puddle. This is my home.
And time to run.
This is the greatest adventure we've ever been on.
Though the fighting system is really fun. I do like fighting the bosses and kind of the little tricks and nuances that the bosses have. It's not particularly challenging.
No, it just looks fun.
Yeah, it just seems kind of fun. And like doing the combos is fun and the effects are cool.
It doesn't look like the game's gonna last long enough for it to be like as good as it could be, though.
Right, because it seems like if you had more characters, like these combos could get pretty ridiculous.
Yeah. Found your book. A stamp, you say? I'll take it. This guy is working his ass off. Someone get him a new sweatband.
Mm-hmm. Create an earth ring. No, ice, please.
What element do you always choose first if you get, like, you know, like the choice of the base elements?
Oh, ice.
Ice?
Mm-hmm.
I usually go fire. I usually go fire because it's usually the most directly highest damage.
Mm.
Generally. I mean, it depends on the game, obviously, but yeah.
If the game distinguishes between ice and water, then I'll pick water.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Fair enough. That's funny because like I think water is one of my lesser favorite used elements.
Really?
Yeah, it's the main reason why I use frog less in Chrono Trigger. Yeah, I'm like, what? Use attacking with bubbles? Okay, fuck you.
That bothers you.
I mean, it doesn't bother me. It's just not something I enjoy. Like, it seems less believable to me. Like, getting struck with a big fireball or bolt of lightning, that seems damaging. Having a bubble pop on you does not.
Pretty true. Hard to argue. I mean, would I rather be attacked by bubbles or lightning? Probably bubbles.
Yeah, but that's not the point. What you want to be attacked by, you want to be attacking with damaging shit you can.
Like, do you want to get hit with bubbles or lightning? I'll take the bubbles. Sounds better than lightning.
For sure. A raw lens. Oh.
Hey.
Woohoo! Equipping runes. Yay. Some depth.
Oh,
Yay. I'm Lewis the Sorcerer.
Lewis the Sorcerer.
Or maybe it's Louis? That's one of the ways of spelling Louis, right? I always forget.
Lewis.
That's okay. There's some alternate spelling to that makes it could be either Lewis or Louis.
We'll go with Lewis.
I never understood it. It's like Jeff and Geoff.
Oh, I'm actually friends with a Geoff.
Are you? Is that name like Is it American or is it some other nationality?
No idea.
I wonder
Him
where it came
specifically,
from.
he's Canadian.
Oh. Maybe it's a French name.
G off.
Yay! Fuck you, Big Rock. Achievement unlocked.
Kill for those things.
Pressure up there. You must. Yeah, maybe your next character gives you a double jump. Can you bounce off of those guys? Something like that? Maybe not.
No, but I think I can.
Yeah. Looks climbable.
Tried to avoid it.
Do you remember the South Park episode of Satan's Super Sweet 16 party?
Yes!
I just watched that one. It's
What
pretty
season?
goddamn funny.
What season is that in?
Let me look. Because I've been going through since from the beginning. And season 10 already.
Oh, okay, so it's definitely.
I mean, season 10 is still early in the overall lifespan of the show, I suppose.
That's true.
It's like 2006.
Mm-hmm. Oh no.
It's when Mr. Garrison is, well, it's Mrs. Garrison at the
Mrs.
time.
Harrison, yeah.
Yeah. I think that character is probably one of my favorite characters on that show. He's such an asshole.
Periodically, so this is the same buddy, Tom, will go through random South Park episodes. Like, he's seen, I feel like he's seen all of them. Apparently not. I definitely haven't.
I'm gonna have seen them all eventually when I finish this.
But he hasn't seen the Awesemo episode.
Oh my god.
So I was like, oh god, okay, we have to watch this immediately.
How did that slip through the cracks?
I don't know. I was like, Cartman is like a robot. And he's like, what? Yeah, then he gets stuck for some reason. He has to serve
Butters.
Butters, yeah. And he's like, I don't think I've seen that episode. So we're stopping whatever.
Awesemo needs to recharge.
Yes. Lame. Like, what? Oh, it's so good.
Mm-hmm. Remember the Pride and Prejudice one where friggin' Malcolm McDowell is just like, "Hi, I'm a British person."
Yes.
There's not many live action segments in that show anymore.
No.
I mean, there wasn't a whole lot to begin with, and they weren't very long, but they did do them. Grumpy kangaroo. Yay!
All right, Lewis.
Sorcerer. Get yourself a better name, dude.
Maybe he's an
There are-
aspiring sorcerer.
There are some who call me Tim.
Tim. Yes. I just watched Monty Python a little while ago.
And the Holy Grail?
Yeah.
Oh man, I haven't watched any of that in a long time.
Yay.
Getting all kinds of levels.
Hmm?
Said getting all kinds of levels.
Oh my god.
I don't want any more. Are there multiple endings of Lunar? Or is it just one?
No, there are multiple.
Oh my god.
Shoot. Because there is, like, the fun developers ending.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember how you get that one.
Oh.
But that was, like, the fun ending to get. Because you get to go through the story and, like, rewatch all the cutscenes again.
Oh.
And I remember there being, like, weird little tidbits from the developers and, like, audio outtakes from the voiceover.
That's the game that... Yeah, that's the game that was from. I thought that was Star Ocean.
No, that was
But,
Lunar. Actually, the second Lunar, I think.
Is that the one you want to play, or we're playing the first one?
It's a tough one.
Because I forget which one's longer.
We could play the second one and start with that one.
I wonder if that was the one that I played. I don't actually remember.
It might be.
Well, I will remember when I see the game. I remember the beginning of it. Um, is it going to be hard to get that developer ending, whatever?
I think I'll just have to familiarize myself with what it was.
Memorize.
I don't remember what it took to that. Because I don't remember that game having like a percentage complete concept. So I don't know how that ending works.
A lot of games didn't really have that for until a certain point.
Mm-hmm.
But there's not like a new game plus, right, where you can only get the other endings that way with like how Chrono Trigger did.
That game might have had a new game plus. Look at
Oh, really?
Yeah, check it out.
Let's find out here. Get to the bottom of this one. What's Lunar Plus? Oh, it's something different, I think.
Yay.
What? People are saying that the main story is 27 hours. Well, closer to 28. The main plus the extras is 31. And if you want to be a completionist, it's like 60 hours.
Yeah, so that sounds correct.
Really? I thought it was way more.
For some reason, I thought it was very, very long.
Well, this is Lunar 1. Maybe Lunar 2 is a lot longer. So the first Lunar is called Lunar Silver Star Harmony, right? Or is that a different game?
That sounds right.
Okay.
Oh my god. Monsters.
Oh. No, it's a remake.
Yeah.
This is it's the third remake of wow, this game came out in 92? The PlayStation wasn't even out in 92.
I think it was after something else.
Okay, so the original is Silver Star.
Yep. Yeah, it was Lunar Silver Star Story. And then Lunar 2?
It's the Eternal something or other, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. Oh, it was for Sega CD. Originally, the Silver Star. Well then, it didn't have a New Game Plus because Chrono Trigger was the first one to do that.
Hmm.
Oh, Eternal Blue is the
There you go.
number 2. Yeah. Eternal Blue might have had it though, because it's 94. That's the same year that Chrono Trigger did. Dang.
Oh, so maybe they want you to do something. Because they were saying that there's a bunch of enemies there that are lightning based, but we can't craft any.
Hmm. Lizard man.
What?
I said lizard man. Oh yes. I want to get a lizard. I first want another snake. I have reptile problems.
Reptile problems.
Oh, I've been doing more rocksmith with lead guitar for once.
Mm.
I'm actually a lot better than I used to be. Honestly, before I was doing it this last time, it was basically kind of impossible for me to grasp lead guitar. But it's kind of not too hard. I mean, at least for like beginner stuff.
I did like that game. It was actually good for like learning and practice.
Yeah, I don't even really consider it much of a game. It's more of a learning tool.
Alrighty. I think we can call it at this point.
Cool.
Pick up that new area next time.
Alright. Sounds good to me.
Excellent.
This day's been nerdled.
It's been nerdled.